Hi everyone, this is Ted Butler here, speaking to you live from the Metals Investor Forum in Toronto. I'm here on behalf of Jeff Clark's Paid Up Prospector, and I have with me Matthew Schwab, CEO and Director of Stallion Uranium Corp. How are you doing today, Matthew?
Doing great. Thanks for having me.
Awesome. So let's get straight into it. You've obviously on the brink of what feels like a very big uranium discovery, and you've got an exceptional track record yourself and your partners, particularly in that region in Saskatchewan.
Absolutely.
Tell us about that and tell us about your background more broadly.
Well, I'm a geologist by education. We've put together an amazing team over this last 14 months. As you said, between me and my VP Exploration, we've been part of 3 high-grade uranium discoveries in the Athabasca Basin in less than a 10-year span, which is a pretty rare thing to say. I don't think there's any other team out there that can say that between our CEO and the VP. But beyond that, we've got our head of IR, Knox Henderson. He was part of the sale of Great Bear Resources to Kinross for $1.8 billion. Between myself and the rest of our team, I think we've probably been part of $6 billion worth of company sales all in.
Wow.
So we're pretty excited. We got all the right people in place, and we've worked our butts off for the last 14 months to really position ourselves right where we are right now.
Awesome. And so I do want to talk about the similarities between the past deposits that you discovered. I think it was the Arrow deposit that you were one of the drivers behind. Talk to us about the similarities geologically. I know you've got like a 4-point criteria that you're definitely going to talk about in your presentation today. Maybe you can highlight 1 or 2.
Sure. We actually go through a 14-step ranking criteria.
14?
So we go through 14 different steps of ranking on a 0 to 5 scale. So it's empirical. It's statistical. It takes emotion out of the equation.
Right.
And it's a proven technique that was used by Cameco, by Orano, by everybody else before us.
Right.
We've tweaked it. We've improved it slightly. And that's why we've had such success over the past decade. But the thing that really excites us about our Coyote target is the alteration anomaly. It's the largest alteration gravity anomaly I've seen in the Athabasca Basin in my career, which really excites me because, we've bounced this off of multiple geophysicists and single one of them says, yes, there's something down there. Right. So we want to get out there. We just kicked off our first drilling program, our maiden drilling program on Coyote. Yep. We have 2 rigs turning right now. So we should have some results coming out really quickly.
Awesome. And you said there's probably about 4,000 meters, if I remember correctly, that you intended.
That's the goal. Mother Nature has not been cooperating with us, so we're going to do the best we can. But we are leaving 1 rig on site after this program, so we're essentially going to drill straight from here through to the end of October.
Okay, and of course the most exciting part is this juicy, as you say, Coyote target.
It's an 8.5 kilometer corridor with 5 very, very strong targets on it.
Right.
So that's our first primary focus. That's where we're going to be spending the next couple of months.
Right.
And then we'll branch out from there.
Okay, and how many holes would you like to drill there? What proportion of the 4,000 meters would you estimate you're going to deploy there?
I'm hoping we can get the whole 4,000 done in this next month and a half, next 2 months. If not, as I said, we're just going to keep pushing through spring and summer and make sure that we maximize the opportunity.
Okay, so we're going to have drill results come in. Any other catalyst that your
We're continually doing other geophysical work. So we just wrapped up another gravity survey to the southwest of Coyote, extending that corridor. We just did a VTEM survey over our Stone Island project, which is the shallowest of our projects. So we're excited about that. And we're going to keep moving forward because I want to have at least 3, if not 4 targets, the same level of confidence as Coyote by the time we finish this drilling program.
Well, you'd know if they were there for sure.
Yeah.
Let's switch it about to financing as well. You've obviously got a pretty strong financial position. I believe you closed the financing, was it last year?
We closed a few last year. In 8 months, we raised $24.2 million in total.
So you've got a lot of cash on the balance sheet, right?
Yeah, we've got $21 million in the bank right now, not including our equity positions in other companies. So we're pretty healthy right now.
For sure. Okay, so plenty of cash to deploy. Beyond the drill results and beyond the geophysics, what would you say is the next catalyst?
Really making a discovery,
right?
To be honest, yeah. And that's the big exciting part of this.
Sure. So, and then you think maybe more drilling after that? Is it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
For just one leads into the next. So
for sure,
it should be an exciting year ahead of us.
Absolutely, yeah. And maybe we can talk a bit about uranium market more broadly as well. I know a lot of people thinking that maybe uranium price is overvalued or whatever, and might come down a little. I personally don't think it is. I think the structural reasons behind the market are very, very strong, and I don't think they're going to slow down anytime soon. Perhaps you can offer your thoughts on that.
I don't think the fundamentals have ever been stronger. To be honest, demand keeps going up, production is dropping off. The new production supposed to be coming online keeps getting delayed over and over again. So that supply-demand gap is just going to keep growing. Right. I actually think we're incredibly underpriced in the uranium market right now. So we'll see how the year plays out, but if things keep going forward the way they are, I expect a much higher price by end of 2026.
For sure. And that supply demand deficit is still in place, right? There is a
Oh, yeah.
supply deficit.
There
for sure.
already is, and it's just growing every day.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Anything else you want to add in terms of your experience with NextGen? Sorry, it wasn't with NextGen. It was on the Arrow deposit.
That was kind of NextGen. Yeah, I was the third employee of the company.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was
So really-
me and my team who
yeah.
found the Arrow discovery back in February of 2014. It was a great experience.
Right.
Honestly, it taught me a lot about the whole process on top of my kind of Hathor exploration.
Yeah. And what were you responsible for at that time?
Targeting.
Targeting. So you're
Yeah.
literally just replicating what you're doing right now,
Absolutely.
and deploying all those knowledge synergies essentially from
Yes.
that period.
Yeah.
Excellent. Any other notable investors that we should note that are involved in the project?
We have a very strong basis with our shareholders. Like we're 45% owned by management and insiders.
Okay.
Big portion of that is Matt Mason. He was the founder of Hathor Exploration.
Okay.
I think he owns just shy of 30% of our company right now.
Okay.
But he's a strong supporter. He believes in our team. He's been part of many of our successes in the past.
Right.
So these are the people that have a long-term view for our company. They
Sure.
know that we can do what we've done in the past,
Yeah.
and they're excited to see it happen.
And you obviously mentioned NextGen. Tell us a bit more about the majors in that region that are surrounding you. That I'm not going to say could be potential buyout, opportunities, but tell us about the context of you.
We're surrounded by all the majors: Canaco, Orano,
Yeah.
UEC, NextGen. So we really have a great foundation. As they keep putting infrastructure in place, it leads into our program. It just gives us the opportunity to just be more competitive in our drilling programs and explore for the same cost per meter as everyone else.
Sure. And at the end of that drill program, when it does finish, and I hope the weather cooperates for you as well, what do you hope to have achieved? You hope to have identified that Coyote is the source of this deposit. Is that what you're trying to achieve?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And do you think there's more beyond Coyote as well in terms of?
Certainly I do. Our land package is almost untouched across 1,700 square kilometers, but sandwiched between some of the highest grade deposits on the planet.
Right.
So we know it's the same geology. We know the mineralization is there. We know it's fertile. We just have to get out there and find it.
Absolutely. And it sounds like you're already doing it.
Yeah.
That's all my questions for today. I think we've kind of done it very succinctly and very efficiently. Matt, it's been a pleasure. And I hope you have an amazing 2026.
Thank you very much.